The soft glow of the opera house lights bathed the room in a golden hue, casting elegant shadows on the richly adorned walls. Newland Archer stood in one of the side boxes, his gaze fixed on the stage where the final act of Faust was unfolding. The music swelled and the aria filled the air, but his thoughts were elsewhere. He glanced across the opera house and saw Ellen Olenska sitting with her aunt, the formidable Mrs. Mingott. Ellen's dark eyes met his, and she gave a slight, almost imperceptible nod. He felt a jolt of electricity run through him. The intensity of their connection was undeniable. As the final curtain fell and the applause erupted, Newland made his way through the crowd, his heart pounding. He reached the box where Ellen was seated just as she was about to leave. "May I see you to your carriage?" he asked, his voice steady but his pulse racing. Ellen smiled warmly. "Of course, Mr. Archer. I would be delighted." They walked side by side through the bustling crowd, exchanging polite pleasantries until they reached the grand staircase. "New York society can be quite overwhelming, can't it?" Ellen remarked, her tone light but her eyes searching his. "It can be," Newland agreed, "but it has its moments of beauty as well." They stepped out into the cool night air, and the sound of carriages and horses filled the street. The city was alive with activity, yet in that moment, it felt as if they were the only two people in the world. "Thank you for your kindness, Mr. Archer," Ellen said softly, as they reached her carriage. "Your friendship means more to me than you know." Newland hesitated, his emotions a tumultuous mix of propriety and desire. "Ellen, there's something I need to say." She looked at him expectantly, her eyes reflecting the light from the gas lamps. "Yes, Newland?" He began, but the words caught in his throat. He wanted to tell her how he felt, how he longed to be with her, but the constraints of their society loomed large in his mind. Ellen reached out and touched his hand gently. "It's all right, Newland. Some things are better left unsaid, at least for now." He nodded, his heart heavy. "Until we meet again, then." "Until we meet again," she echoed, stepping into the carriage. The door closed, and Newland watched as the carriage disappeared into the night, taking with it the woman who had awakened something deep within him.